Have you ever been called arrogant just because you believed in yourself? Or maybe you've met someone who looked confident until they opened their mouth. The truth is, confidence and arrogance can look almost identical from the outside, but psychologically, they come from completely different places. So which one are you?
Imagine two people walking into the same room. The first person thinks, I'm better than everyone here. The second person thinks, I don't need to be better than anyone. I just need to be the best version of myself. Both walk with their heads held high. Both speak clearly. Both appear fearless. But inside, one is driven by ego, while the other is driven by self-belief. That's the biggest difference. Arrogance depends on comparison. Confidence doesn't. An arrogant person feels valuable only when others seem less capable. A confident person already knows their worth, so they don't feel the need to prove it to anyone. Here's something even more interesting. Psychology suggests that arrogance is often a mask for insecurity. People who act arrogant usually crave validation from others. They interrupt conversations, always want to be right, and find it difficult to admit when they've made a mistake, because being wrong feels like a threat to their identity. Truly confident people behave differently. They're comfortable saying, I don't know, I made a mistake, or even, you did a better job than I did. They don't see these statements as signs of weakness because their confidence isn't built on appearing perfect. It's built on knowing that one mistake doesn't define who they are. That's why the loudest person in the room isn't always the strongest. Sometimes the strongest person is the one who doesn't need everyone to notice them.
Here's a simple way to test yourself. The next time someone else succeeds, pay attention to your first reaction. Do you immediately feel threatened? Do you start looking for flaws in their success or secretly hope they fail? If so, that's often your ego speaking. But if you can genuinely appreciate their achievement while continuing to focus on your own journey, that's a sign of real confidence. Confident people understand that someone else's success doesn't reduce their own chances. They believe there is enough opportunity and success for everyone. So remember this. Arrogance says, look how great I am. Confidence says, I know who I am. Arrogance is loud because it constantly seeks attention and approval. Confidence is quiet because it doesn't need permission to exist. At the end of the day, ask yourself one simple question. Are you trying to prove your worth to others, or do you already know your worth? The answer to that question reveals whether you're living with arrogance or genuine self-confidence.